Hello and welcome. I'm gonna say I'm Bobby Seagull, but you know I'm Bobby Seagull. Bobby Seagull. It's Wednesday, 8 o'clock, which means it's time for only one thing. It's time for your quiz for NHS football special. Whoop whoop. Who's excited? Whoop whoop. Okay. As usual, points if you tell me what shirt I'm wearing. Don't read, don't read. We'll talk about that in a second. So welcome here. I've got people on Instagram joining me. Welcome. I've got people on YouTube. Hussein, welcome. My Twitter friends, welcome. I love saying welcome to people. I'm going through all my different channels to say hello to people. I've got people on Facebook, got friends on WhatsApp, people across different social media platforms uniting for their love for the NHS and for football. What a delight. So, we're in for a treat today. What do we have lined up? What do we have lined up? Hello, Jessica on Instagram. So, as usual, quiz for NHS. Again, it's all for the NHS. Again, if you, at any stage during my quizzes, go along to justgiving.com/quiz for NHS. Come up with a team name. Submit your team names. Be creative. Be inventive. And again, as usual, I love it when you share on social media your pictures of taking part, whether it's an Instagram story or tweeting a picture. It's all appreciated because we love to share some football love. If you look at my room, you might notice something different. Hello, Tom from Oxford. Do you notice anything different? Is anyone? Hello, Houghton Rangers. Can people tell me what's different about my room? I'll wait for that to come through. I'll wait for the differences to come through. So, what are the rounds that we have today? So, firstly, we always have an England round. We always have an England round. Then the pictures. I've left stadiums again. It's going to be trophies. So, football trophies. The number 3 is charades, as usual. And the number 4, your music, is football FA Cup anthems. Some of them are really horrendous, but you're going to get to hear some. And then extra time, World Cup scorers. Very excited for that. I'm going to move a bit closer. I'm feeling quite far away. So the Dolmans are here, they're excited. The Houghton Rangers. And Osrix. I know, is it Osrix 62? Is that Martha? Well, Osrix says they like my Jordan shirt. Well, have a look. It's very chilly. So I decided to go for trousers. And look at this. I've been watching The Last Dance. And as you know, I've become a basketball obsessive. I've got this Chicago Bulls. This is their home kit. And Michael Jordan. That's Beckham's number as well. 23. 23 is a prime number. But, slightly coming West Ham shirt. And obviously I've got the home kit. And this is Scottie Pippen. And if you're a big sports fan, like the Webbs, you might be, definitely watch The Last Dance. Such an inspirational documentary. Honestly, the documentary has changed my life. I mean, that's for another session, but it's actually changed my life. I'm so much more positive and resilient because of watching that. Who would have thought that? Anyway, hello Bar Stewards. Hello Danny. Hello Mrs. P. Let's have a look. Hello the Roberts. We're gonna get cracking. So here is round number 1. Are you ready? Hello the Webbs. Hello Ask Me. Let's get going. Hello Cider Army. Nice to see you, Cider Army. Okay, here we go. Round number 1. England. Are you ready? Okay. Question number 1. We'll start off nice and gently because I'm kind of that guy. Nice and gentle. Who missed England's penalty against Germany in Euro 96? Who missed England's penalty against Germany in Euro 96? That is question number 1. Question number 2. Which Preston striker scored on his England debut in 2007? Which Preston striker scored on his England debut in 2007? That's question number 2. Question number 2. Hello Nikki on Instagram. Welcome. Hello. We're stumped here. Okay, question number 3. Who's the tallest player ever to play for England? Who's the tallest player ever to play for England? That's question number 3. Question number 4. In 1990 at the World Cup, Brian Robson and Peter Shilton both captained England. Which other player also captained the team? So in the 1990 World Cup, Robson and Shilton captained England, but who else captained the team? It's question number 4. And then your final question for round number 1 is this. Which tournaments did Sven-Göran Eriksson manage England? Which tournaments did Sven-Göran Eriksson manage England? And you'll need all of them correctly to get the mark. There's no half marks for this one. You need all tournaments. So which tournaments did Sven-Göran Eriksson manage England? Okay, I'll recap. We'll go backwards. So question 5, you can see there. Question, hopefully I'll get this correct. Question 4, good. So who, apart from Brian Robson and Peter Shilton, captained England in the 1990 World Cup? Who's the tallest ever player to play for England? And then question 2, which Preston striker scored on his England debut in 2007? And the final question was, who missed England's penalty against Germany in Euro 1996? Hello Evie on Instagram. Okay, it's time for your 10-second dance. 10 seconds. Look like a basketball dance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Time's up. Time's up. Scottie Pippen says time's up. Should have bought the basketball. I do actually have a basketball. Slightly deflated one. Okay. Here are the answers to the first round. So question 1. This was quite easy. Come on. Gareth Southgate. So Gareth Southgate for question 1. You got a pizza, a Pizza Hut ad on the back of it. Not a bad deal. Question 2. So this is when England were playing Andorra. Jermaine Defoe had a shot. I think it squirmed through the keeper's legs or arms. It was on the line, pretty much less than a quarter of a yard. And then David Nugent came and smacked it over from less than half a yard. I think that might be his only goal. Question 3. So this one here, we all know. He's got a new series on BBC One. It's Peter Crouch. 2 meters and 1. Peter Crouch is actually taller than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is 198. Question 4. So this was the man with the bandana on his head bleeding through. I think it was Terry Butcher. So Terry Butcher. Hello, Mark Langton. Terry Butcher. And the final one, you need all of these to get it correct. It's 2002, 4 and 6. And again, this is a golden generation. Never got past the quarterfinal. It's a great tragedy, isn't it? Gerrard, Lampard, Beckham, Scholes, Rooney, Owen, Ferdinand, Campbell, Gary Neville, David Seaman. Ashley Cole, how did that team never progress past the quarterfinals? Yeah, this is the football quiz, guys. So on Instagram, someone's saying, oh no, football again. Every Wednesday is football, Saturday is the family quiz. Okay, how have we done after that round? How have we done? That's round number 1. So here are all the answers. You can see. How are people doing after that? Round 1. Round 1. Let me know. And again, if you're on Instagram, feel free to tag me in a story. If you're on Twitter, a picture of yourself enjoying the quiz, and Facebook tag a picture, and a few good starts. A few people flying. The Dolmans on 5, the Webbs on 5. Any other 5s that we can see? Any other 5s? Let's have a look. I'm going to put my WhatsApp as well, just in case I've got friends and family on WhatsApp. Hello, Tim Parton on Instagram. I've got everyone today. Last week, we didn't have Instagram working. And my hair was a bit more buoyant. My hair's a bit flat. Mrs. P loves my look. I know. I've been wearing this pretty much full time. The NBA Chicago Bulls. My alarm actually nowadays is the Chicago Bulls theme. It's the Alan Parsons project, and it's called Sirius, and that wakes me up in the morning. I'm a Chicago Bull. Any other 5s? Danny on a 5. Let's have a look. Any other 5s coming through? And we've got quite a lot of 4s. We've got the Hodgsons on 4. Nick on 4. We've got Timu on 4. A cat on 4. The Whole Time Rangers on 4. The Ev Roberts on 4. And then I think Martha on 3. And hello, Richard Savage. Welcome for joining us. Let's have a look at Twitter. We've got 4s as well for Cider Army and Amers. It's a good start. Most people had a good start. Hello, Strictly Brotherhood on Instagram. I need to sort my hair out because normally I haven't cut the top for a couple of months. I've been trimming the side and back. But the whole point of the top being long is you can get elevation. You know, when it's like got a bit of bounciness. None of that today. Some days you don't have the days. Okay, hello, the Lumleys who just joined us. So you just missed round 1. Give yourself a 4. Give yourself a 4. A 3.5. Okay. Now it's round number 2. Hello, Sam Parker. I think Sam's a student I taught, possibly. Okay, so this is your picture round, Sam. So you missed round 1. Five questions on England. So 3 more rounds to go. So round 2 is trophy. So these are going to be pictures of trophies, and I'll be specific what I want. Some of them I need a specific name of the trophy. So it might be like, imagine this is a trophy. This might be the blue ball, or this might be the golden horn. I don't know. But other ones I'll just want like the Premier League or the Greek Premier League. I'll just want something as simple as that. But I'll make it clear. I'm not trying to catch you out. Okay. So here are your 5 trophies. Trophy number 1. Can you identify this trophy? Identify this trophy. So identify that trophy. That is question number 1. Identify that trophy. I've done a good paint job. I've removed the winners on the trophy. As you can see, I've removed the winners there. Okay, question number 2. I want the specific name of this trophy. So I want the specific name of this trophy for question 2. Apparently there are some people today who are from Preston, so they're very happy memories from round 1. David Nugent, very happy memories. So identify the specific name of this trophy. The others will be easier. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Question 3. Identify this trophy. Identify this trophy. See, what makes this tricky is I've removed, if you take off the streamers or the ribbons, it becomes very ambiguous. So identify this trophy. It's quite tricky, isn't it? So identify this trophy. Let me move closer to the screen, closer to your screens. Identify this trophy. That is question number 3. Okay, question number 4. Identify this trophy. And I've removed again the writing around this dish. Identify this trophy. It's question number 4. Question 4. Okay, and then the final one. This is a tough one. identify this trophy with, obviously, the winners cleverly removed. So identify this trophy. It is a tricky round. I don't know. I'm intrigued to see how you do. I'm intrigued to see how you do. Okay, let's... So Sam Park says it looks a bit like the Wimbledon one. Ah, yeah, the question 4 does look a bit like the Wimbledon. It is a bowl, isn't it? It is a bowl. I think it's a Venus bowl for Wimbledon. So let's go back. So that's question number 5. Identify this trophy. Question 4. Sam's on Instagram says it looks like the Wimbledon one. It is not. It is a football one. Hello, Ibrima on Instagram. Hello. Question number 3. Identify this trophy. Yes, I have an obvious bias towards question 2. You'll find out very soon. Thank you, Osrix. And then this one here. It's a trophy round, so I'm going to do a little 10-second dance with my trophy. Ooh, where's my trophy? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Time's up. Okay. Time's up. So question number 1. So this is actually, I think, the oldest trophy on the list we have here. So this trophy was weighs about 9 kilograms and is about 78 centimeters tall, and was given initially to this organization by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Argentina. It's the Copa America. Copa America. Hello, Andrew Lifford on Instagram. So this is the Copa America. Question number 1. If you put South American National Trophy, yeah, give yourself a mark, but Copa America. Okay, question 2. This is West Ham's trophy. We won it, didn't we? Bobby Moore's the captain. Martin Peters had won. Jeff Hurst had a hat-trick. All Hammers. So this is the Jules Rimet trophy. The Jules Rimet. Interestingly, this is actually called the Victory Trophy till 1946. And then it was renamed the Jules Rimet after the president of FIFA. And to this day, we don't know where it's gone, because after Brazil won in 1970, they won 3 in a... Well, not 3 in a row, but they won 3 trophies. So it was given to them, and in 83 it was stolen. And we think it's been melted down and sold. So apart from the base, which is, I think, in Zurich possibly, which is kept away separately, the trophy's gone, which is a bit of a tragedy. I think the most iconic trophy in world football. So there you go, that's a Jules Rimet. Question 3. This usually, in the last few years, has been adorned with green and white. This is the Scottish Premier League. The Scottish Premier League. That's question number 3. Nothing interesting about the Scottish Premier League, sadly. Sorry. I tried to look up, but there really wasn't. Okay, question 4. So this is known as some people call it the Salad Bowl. And it's actually been enlarged twice to incorporate new winners. I assume after 2026, they'll have to enlarge it again. And this is currently called the Meisterschal. Meisterschal, and it's been around since 1949, is the Bundesliga. The Bundesliga. That's question number 4, the Bundesliga. I'm allowing spelling. Spellings, you can have Lumley's asking, Mr. Lumley's asking, does the spelling matter? Not at all. It's not a spelling quiz. There are spelling quizzes. Ooh, you just give me a great idea. Spelling really difficult footballer names. Oh, you're so... Oh, that's an idea. Spelling. Imagine having to spell... Was it Aspicueta? Aspicueta from Chelsea? I don't know. Oh, that's a mean round. That is a mean round. Okay. And then the final one here. So this trophy here has been around in its current incarnation since 1961. And actually, the name in its language means small shield, which is Scudetto Serie A. Serie A. There we go. Serie A. It's not great. I don't think it's a great trophy. So these are the answers after 2 rounds. How are people doing? Yeah, Danny says famous football commentary lines. Famous football commentary, yeah. That's quite a good shout. Because I've done 50 charades. Charades I quite like doing, but after a while you run like the stadiums. I'd done, what was it, 8 weeks, 945 stadiums. So you're running out of all the obvious ones after a while. So let's have a look at the scores. How are you doing? So give me your score out of 10. If you're new, obviously, just say your score out of 5. So let me know what your scores are. Let's have a look. How are we doing? Yeah, people found this round is a tricky round. It was a tricky round. Let's have a look. So we got the Webs on 7 on Instagram. Well done. Let's see what other cumulative scores. We got the Bar Students 7 as well. Any other 7s? Any other 7s? Let's have a look at Twitter. Again, if you're on Twitter, Instagram, feel free to tag me in a picture. 1 in that round for the cider. Spelling round, people like the idea. I think that'll be a great round. I wouldn't make it ridiculous like Asperquellata. I'd pick reasonable ones. Yeah, Danny says he got Bundesliga. He got it wrong. Ooh. I actually thought the Bundesliga one was a gettable one. I think things like the Serie A was really tough. To be honest, I've not really seen the Serie A. 7 for the Dolmans. Any other? How are the Whole Towns on 6? Hodgson's on 6. So it's a mixture. That definitely was a tough round. 6 for the Roberts. It was definitely a tough round. So again, it's fabulous that all of you are taking part in the quiz. It's pretty much the same names. But if you have any friends at work or family that you think like football, let them know. And again, if you don't like football, on Saturday I've got my family quiz at 8 o'clock. So again, there's quizzes for everyone. Quizzes for everyone. So it's time now for charades. Charades. Oh, charade. So, this week charades, there's a mixed bag of things. Danny says apparently seen the Bundesliga guys drink beer from it. It's a bit of a weird shape, but you can get things in. Okay. Although I think of the trophies there, with the UEFA Cup or the Europa League would be brilliant to drink beer. It's like a big tankard, isn't it? Really big tankard. It does look a bit like the Charity Shield, doesn't it? It does look like it. 7 for the Amazes. Amers? Pronunciation, sorry. Okay, so charades coming up. I will go up onto full screen so you can see me in full joy. So I'm going to go into full screen here. So, the first one is, each one's going to be 2 points. It will often be a year and a player or manager or country. I'll make it clear. Okay, let's have a look. So question number 1 is identify the player and the World Cup. Okay, the player and the World Cup. Okay, identify the player and the World Cup. Okay, that is question number 1. Okay, question number 2 is identify the manager and which season of the Champions League this happened. So identify the manager and which season. Okay, hold on. A little bit of props, not too many props this week. Oh, you can see it. 1-0 down. 1-1. 2-1. Yeah, come on. 1-0 down. 2-1. So identify the manager and which season of the Champions League. So it's going to be like this. 1-0 down. 1-1, come on. 2-1, yeah. Yeah. So identify the manager and which season of the Champions League. So question number 3 is, so I want you to identify the manager and which year of FA Cup final. So identify the manager and which year of FA Cup final. Yeah. Yeah. So identify the manager and the year of the FA Cup final. Okay, question number 4 coming up is identify the World Cup and the team and the World Cup year. It's coming through. So identify the team and the World Cup. Yeah. So identify the team and the World Cup. So identify the team and which particular year the World Cup. So it could be England 2018, which it clearly isn't. Okay. Question number 5. So I want you to tell me which goalkeeper and what season. Okay. Nearly time for penalties. No, I'm not going off. No. I'm staying here. No. I'm staying here. No. Okay, so identify which goalkeeper and what season. No. I'm staying. No, I'm staying. No. I'm staying here. There we go. So, someone on YouTube is saying, official chat man, you should have the questions next to you. No, actually, the questions are here. I'm going to get my props. Got props, haven't I? Props. This is not dancing. It's acting. It's acting. Charades. Okay. There you go. Let's go through the questions. Let's go through the questions now. Okay. So, question 1 was, so again, 2 marks for this. So the first mark is, it was the kick done against Rivaldo in 2002. So Rivaldo, 2002. Rivaldo, 2002. Question number 2 was, that was Mourinho, so it was 2017 to 18. So I did ask for a season. If you put 2018, maybe. But Mourinho, 2017 to 18. That was against Juventus. Remember? Juventus were winning 1-0 and he turned it around with 2 late goals. Question 3 was, after Punchin scored for Crystal Palace, it was Alan Pardew. Oh, here's a great fact for you. So, it's actually a personal fact. So Alan Pardew and 2016. So for question 3, the fact is, so Pardew, in West Ham's run to the FA Cup final in 2006, he wore a tie in some of the previous matches. I think one of the semi-final, on the day of the final, before the match. Danny's saying it's a Champions League 2017. Ooh, I will double check. Jose Mourinho, Juventus. So if I type Jose Mourinho, Juventus 2-1. Again, I do like, sometimes I rely on my memory, which isn't always. So it says here, it is 2018. I'm double checking, Danny. So Danny claims it's 2017 last game. No, so the one I'm referring to is 20. Ooh, so it's 2018 to 19. Ooh, so I made a mistake. So it happened 2018. So that Mourinho year was the late winner. So it's definitely the one. I can see the picture going. He's doing that thing. So actually, it's the 2018 to 19 season. So correct I've made a mistake. It's not 2017 to 18. So correction. 2018 to 19 season. So I've made a mistake in my answers. So that's question number 2. 2018 to 19. I'll come back to the Pardew story in a second. Question 4. Thank you, Danny, for checking because I made a mistake. Question number 4. That was the Shabalala goal for South Africa. You know the celebration where they went. So Shabalala, so South Africa and 2010. South Africa and 2010. And then question 5 was, if If you can spell it, it was the Chelsea incident with Sarri. Arisa Balagala. Arisa Balaga. And there's no, as long as you spell something that looks vague like Arisa Balaga, and it's 2019. So just 20, again, I said season, so I said 2018 to 19, but if you put 2019 for the final, give yourselves the mark. Okay, so here are all the answers. Apart from Mourinho, that is 2018 to 19. Because it happened in 2018, but it was in the 2018 to 19 season. So let me know your scores. And while you're doing that, I'll tell you my, again, if you're on Instagram, stories, if you're on Twitter, tag me in a picture. Oh, someone's declaring null and void. What was the other FA Cup? So that was 2016. 2016 FA Cup final. Is that correct? Yeah, 2016. So the story is, when I was on television, there was another West Ham fan who was on The Apprentice a few years back. And when he was on, he was quite a public West Ham fan. Alan Pardew sent him his tie that he wore in the run-up to the FA Cup final. And this other West Ham fan who was on The Apprentice said, oh, he saw me on Universe Challenge and said, Bobby, I'll send you the tie. So as soon as lockdown's done, I'm going to get the tie that Alan Pardew wore in the run-up to the FA Cup final. I'm going to wear that on telly. And then at some stage, I'll pass it on to another upcoming West Ham TV personality. There we go. Okay, let me know how you've done after 3 rounds. Kepa. Yeah, Kepa. I'll take Kepa. Yeah, Kepa's fine. He's known by that as well. So if he's like David James, you said David. But Kepa's fine. Actually, in Celebrity Mastermind, I had this issue where it was, you know the Portuguese goalkeeper? Ricardo Pereira. So one of the questions was who saved 3 of England's penalties, I think in the Euros, World Cup. And it was Ricardo Pereira. I said Pereira. And on the answer card, the question answer, John Humphrey said, nope, it's Ricardo. And then I paused, and I was like, no, it's not. And then it was Pereira, but Ricardo Pereira. And again, it lost me a few vital seconds on Mastermind, but they edited it out. Okay, let's see what the scores are. What's the score? Webbs, how are we doing here? Let's have a look. So we've got one more round to go, plus stoppage time. So 16 for the Amazes. Cider Army on the rise on 11. Let's have a look at Facebook. 13 out of 20 for the Roberts. Let's have a look at YouTube. YouTube. What do we have on YouTube? We've got a few 15s for the Webbs. For Timu. Who else do we have? Any other 15? Ooh, Danny on 17. Danny, thank you for the correction. Any other ones? 14 for the Bar Stewards. 12 for the Dolmans, going a bit backwards here. 12 for Howtown Rangers. There's a bit of spreading around in this particular round. Ooh, it's a great question. Someone says, the rock star name and goal scorer in the 1969 final. I need to think of that. Does anyone know the answer to that without Googling? Who's the rock star name and goal scorer in the 1969 FA Cup final? I don't actually know. Although, it's relevant to our next round. So next round is FA Club. Time for the DJ to come out. DJ to come out. So it's your music round. So this week it is FA Cup club song. So do you remember back in the day, it's not happened for about 10 years. Shouldn't tell you that, it's giving you a clue. But clubs used to always release a song. Often terrible, sometimes would reach number 1 in the charts. Occasionally with a professional band, occasionally not with a professional band. But I want you to tell me, usually I'll ask you for the year. Will I ask you for the year? I'll always ask you for the year, but I'm going to give you a leeway of plus or minus 2 years. Just so that you can try and guess the sound. And then I'll either ask for the name of a player or the band or the club. I'll vary each question. Okay, are you ready for the penultimate round? Okay, let's have a go. So question number 1, I want you to tell me the lead rapper, footballer who's a rapper, and the year that this song was released. Let's have a look. So I want you to tell me for that one, the lead rapper and the year this song came out. And you get 2 years either side. So again, the only clue is these are FA Cup club songs, so they would have only been released if that club had reached the FA Cup final. Otherwise, they're not going to release a song, West Ham wouldn't release a song if they didn't get to the cup final. There you go. So, rapper and the year. 2 years either side. That's question number 1. Question 1. Okay, question number 2. So for this one, I want the name of the duo, and they are an established pop pairing. The name of the duo and the year. So again, with the years, if you don't know, and to be honest, there's quite a few of these I didn't know before, you can try and guess by the style of the song. Someone says they like my glasses. Thank you. I like the glasses. I wear them for my TV series. So that one is identify the duo and the year it came out. So identify the duo and the year. I hope I got this correct. I can't write properly. Okay, so identify the year and the duo. Okay, question number 3 is, I want you to identify what song this is originally based on and the year. So what song was it originally based on and the year? Because it's kind of obvious which club it is in a second. So that should have been obvious who it was. So I want the song in which it was based on, so the original song, and the year it came out. So Danny's saying that he's heard it at the 2015 League Cup final. So that's question number 3. So question number 4 is going to be slightly different. Name the club and the year. Again, there are hints in the words, so listen carefully.
The only place to be every other Saturday is strolling down the Fulham Road. Meet your mates. The only place to be every other Saturday is strolling down the Fulham Road. Meet your mates.
Okay, so that is question number 4. So identify the club and the year. Okay. And the final one before we go to extra time is this one here. So identify the club and the year. And again, if you've not heard the song, okay, let's have a look. So this is question number 5, the club and the year. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what's happening. Okay, question 5.
Ellen Road is the only place for us, with heart and soul. Ellen Road is the only place for us, with heart and soul.
Okay, so here we are. The 5 ones. Okay, so let's go through the answers. Or can I go backwards? Okay, so question number 1. So if you're not reading your answers, you get a bit of time to re-listen to it. So question 1 was this. John Barnes. It was John Barnes, and it was 1996. You get 2 years either way. If you put 94 to 98, that's when they lost to United. But that was John Barnes and 1996. Okay. Question number 2 was this. Oop, let's go back. Okay, question number 2 was this.
Up, shut up, and we are the Super Spurs. Everybody knows we're the football connoisseurs. 7 times we won the cup, and number 8 is come up, shut up, and we are the Super Spurs.
So this is Chaz and Dave and 1987. So Chaz and Dave, 1987. And they lost to Coventry 3-2 that year. Chaz and Dave, Chaz and Dave. Okay, question number 3. This was obviously Arsenal.
Good old Arsenal, we're proud to say that name. While we sing this song, we'll win the good.
So that is Rule Britannia, and it was 1971. 1971. So around that time, 1971, Arsenal, they'd won the cup, they beat Liverpool. Did they beat Liverpool? Yeah, they beat Liverpool, but then lost to Leeds the following year. Okay, question number 4. So the clue here was...
The only place to be every other Saturday is strolling down the Fulham Road.
Fulham Road, that was the clue. So it's Chelsea, and it's actually 97. So it's 1997 when they beat Middlesbrough with, I think, was it Di Matteo's goal? Yeah. 2-0 though. So Middlesbrough. So it's Chelsea, 97. So 2 years either side. And then the final one before the extra time is this one here.
Ellen Road is
Ellen
the
Road.
only place for us.
And the answer, the year was 1972. So it's Leeds and 1972. And you see all the answers. And Leeds had a stunning run because they got to the cup final in 1970. They lost. They won 72, and then they lost in 73. So 3 years out of 4 they got to the cup final. So they were the mighty Leeds at one stage. Oh, it's just Premier League there. It's FA Cup. Okay, glasses off. So while I'm getting your scores, I'm going to show you one of my favourite scenes ever from... So Monkman the Seagull's been going on. So if you've missed it, it's still on iPlayer. And actually, they're replaying it. Obviously, people loved it. They're replaying it on every Monday at 7:30 in the morning. To be honest, because it was on at 9 o'clock on Mondays, I guess families is quite late for them. So they put it on Mondays now at 7:30 a.m. if you're the kind of person that likes to switch on the telly. But it is on iPlayer. And let me show you my favourite scene. So Eric and I went to Gladstone's Library last year. So in our first series, actually series 1. And I found a section on opera about Verdi. And there's a famous Verdi opera called Rigoletto. And there's a song called La Donna Immobile. And have a look at this scene. It's one of my favourite scenes, top 3 scenes in Monkman the Seagull ever. La Donna Immobile. And football was all like Paolo Di Canio, the West Ham player. Yeah. Fans would sing Paolo Di Canio, Paolo Di Canio, Paolo Di Canio, Paolo Di Canio. There we go. Verdi.
Paolo
Di Canio, Paolo Di Canio. So there we go. One of my favourite scenes. So we're going to come to stoppage time. Let's see how people are doing before we get into the final one. We're in 44 past. I think maybe I'll nip on to stoppage time first because we want to make sure it's 44. The referee's about to call the whistle, and I'll go through the scores again. So final round. Hello, the Woods. I've just seen your score come through. Welcome. Okay, so this is to do with goal scorer. So there are 10 possible answers. 10 possible answers. And again, there's no negative marking. The only thing is, you can't write more than 10 names. You can write a maximum of 10 names. If you write 10 names, well done. So, you've got a minute for this. It's stoppage time, and then we'll go through all the scores. So again, if you're on Twitter, tag me in a picture of yourself. And if you're on Instagram, tag me in a story or Facebook. Yeah, so please do tag me in very soon. So, here is your question. So, there's maximum 10 correct answers. No negative marking, but no more than 10 guesses. You got a minute, and here's the question. Players that have scored 3 or more goals for England at World Cup finals. There you go. Off you go, off you go, off you go. Player that scored 3 or more goals. Each is worth a point. Everything up for grabs. Everything up for grabs. Come on. 20 seconds to go. Come on, quick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Pens down. Pens down. That was the last round. Last round. So we're going to do not a sing along, but a little song at the end, as usual. But thank you. It's been a good fun quiz, and we've kept the time. We've kept the time. Okay, so give yourself a mark. I'll do it from reverse order. So with 10 goals, our top scorer of all time is Gary Lineker. So Lineker's 1 mark. The number 2 is good old Harry Kane. Harry Kane. So number 2, Harry Kane. And then third with 5 goals, 4 and 66 and 1 and 70 is Jeff Hurst. So if you've got Jeff Hurst, you get a mark there. And then with 4 goals each, Bobby Charlton and Michael Owen. Michael Owen was not a bottler. He would always score in tough matches. So Bobby Charlton, Michael Owen, it's 1 mark per scorer. 1 mark per scorer. No negative marking, but if you put more than 10 scorers, I don't know, you're cheating. Okay. And then on 3, there's a few. There's actually Beckham, Platt, Roger Hunt, Lofthouse, and Gerrard. And something that I might repeat later on is that Beckham is the only player for England to score in 3 different World Cups. So here you go. Here are all the answers, courtesy of Wikipedia. So they're each worth a mark. It's a final round. So let me know your scores. So we're going to get a score out of 40. That's a tough one. I expect you to pick up 2 or 3 or 4. A few of them was like Lofthouse, maybe Roger Hunt would have been very tricky. And then others like time pressure. You know, mind has strange things under pressure. Okay, so let me know your final scores. So how are we doing? So let's have a look at Facebook. Let's have a look at the Roberts. Let's have a look on Twitter. So let me know your final scores. So the Ames is on. Is it Ames or Ames? Let me know. 31 so far. Let's have a look. Thank you, Hodgsons. Got 28 there. Danny says Robson. Yeah, you would have thought he'd have been on the list. England list of World Cup scores. I'm surprised, to be honest. That's not a bad shout. Robson would have been a decent shout. To be honest, I can't find it immediately. I'd be intrigued to see how many scored. Robson. Let's have a look at other scores. 26 for Howtowns. They're down a man. So fair enough. Ooh, we've got a lead at the moment. The Bar Stewards on 32. Well done, the Webbs on 27. Just missing out. The Dormans on 25. Let's have a look. Who else do we have? Let's have our Twitter scores coming in. Let's have a look at the scores. Bar Stewards. Rooney's only got 1 goal. He scored against Uruguay. And again, Rooney is a top-class player. Clearly a world-class player. But I just think, apart from Euro 2004, he did bottle it at the major championships. You know, so reliable, worked so hard for us. But at the major championships, didn't quite cut the mustard. Ooh, Danny, well done. You got 34. Looks like Danny's in gold medal winning position. Oh, Bar Stewards are degrading to 27. Oh, so someone else in 28 has moved up to bronze medal. 24 for Cider Army. Who else do we have? So it looks like the Hodgsons pick up... Do they pick up bronze? Pick up the bronze at 28. On silver is the Amazes on 31 and gold, Danny, 34. Well done, some good scores. Thank you all for taking part. How do we do the Roberts? 26. Oh, you just missed out on 26, 27. I think you needed 28 for a bronze medal. Well, thank you all for taking part. Thank you. Enjoyed that. And again, I'd be intrigued to know how many goals did Brian Robson score for England. the World Cup because he's a decent shout. He's a decent shout. So again, if you've got kids, I have lessons on Tuesdays and Thursdays, geography and history. I did, what did I cover in geography last week? I can't remember where I would go. I went to Indonesia on Tuesday, and then tomorrow, not actually for my lesson, and tomorrow we got a lesson on Thursday. It's the Great Fire of London. So that's Tuesday and Thursday, 10:45. And then on Saturday, got the family quiz at 8 o'clock. So thank you so much all for coming along. I've had a great time. You've had a great time. So you've shared your scores. Again, if you're on Twitter, please share a photograph of yourself enjoying the quiz, especially in my Chicago Bulls top. Thank you, Cider Army. And spread the word to more friends and family. I'd love more people to get involved. We've got a hardcore following, but I'm sure we can get more people as well. So thank you so much. This is justgiving.com/quiz for NHS. At any stage in the quizzes, feel free to donate. So Danny's saying Brian Robson's got the fastest ever goal for England. I think in the World Cup in '82, he scored after 27 seconds in one of the matches in the first round against France, possibly. But he's not got many in the finals. So the sing-along it's not really a sing-along. It's, the La Donne Mobile. So thank you all so much. Tweet along with the pictures, Insta, tag me in stories, spread the word, tell people, follow, like, subscribe. We'll do all the things that you should do on social media. Ames. Thank you, Ames, for getting a medalled position. So we're going to end with a bit of Pavarotti. Is it Pavarotti? It's not Pavarotti. Why do I say Pavarotti? Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. Paolo Di Canio. Paolo Di Canio. Come on. Paolo Di Canio. 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 Well, I don't know any other words to that apart from Paolo Di Canio. Well, thank you all so much. I've had a great time. Thank you for joining Quiz for NHS Football Special, and I'll see you all very soon. If not next week, before then. Ta-ra! And watch The Last Dance. What a great documentary. Ta-ra! Lots of love. Thank you all.